Giancarlo Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to the podcast. Episode 3 now. I'm starting to get a roll on. I'd like to give you guys a warm welcome to my good friend, as well as an amazing lyricist and hip-hop artist.
Appreciate
my
that.
boy Ron BZZY. Give a warm welcome to him.
Good day, Ron BZZY, Ron BZZY. Keep it simple.
Yeah, we've been calling him that name since we were kids.
Yeah, like 13, 14.
As you guys know, last episode I was actually interviewing his brother, Lost in Smoke.
Shout out to my little bro.
So being that, I knew both of them since they were little. I mean, I've known Ron BZZY since we were about 7 years old. Yeah.
8, yeah.
Shit's crazy how we met. We met at a Buddhist meeting because of our moms and shit.
Yeah, our moms are Buddhist. Yeah.
That shit was wild.
Yeah, for sure.
He was curious. I was like playing soccer and shit, and he wanted to come join and play, and then we got cool, and then we started linking up like at all the Buddhist meetings when our moms would bring us, and we would. Even back then we were on some music shit. I'd be beatboxing while they were chanting their little their Buddhist chant, because I thought it was cool. But
for sure.
Kids don't do that at home.
Nah, please don't. Please don't.
It's disrespectful.
It's mad disrespectful.
But at the end of the day, that's what we did. But just keeping it a buck.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man. So basically, I just wanted to bring you up here and talk shop, talk music, let the people know what you got going on in your life musically, and I'm here to pick your brain a little bit, let people inside that mastermind of yours,
I got you. Whatever you want to know.
Yeah, man. So first things first. I mean, in your eyes and in your opinion, what makes a musician a musician?
I mean, you just got to be able to do what you feel like is going to make something impactful. So, like, a musician, when you get into the aspect of being a musician, what are you doing to be a musician? Like, a lot of people are like, I want to play this. Are you really mastering it, or are you just being a fuck off and just playing with it just to play with it? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're going to be a musician, really take your craft seriously and master it. So, like, I don't want to be a producer. Right. I have no intentions of making beats. I tried it. It's not my thing. I really like writing raps. I really like going to the studio. So I mastered that. You know what I'm saying? So I took that serious, and I was like, hey, when people say, what do you do? That's what I do. And when they want to see me do it, that's what I do. So you ain't got to ask me a lot of questions. We ain't got to go deep into my catalog. I got you. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't do much. You know what I'm saying? But I do this very well. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, I feel that. That's definitely I agree a whole lot, as a musician myself, I look at, when I go to shows or whatever, or I research other musicians, I really like to know their background and, how long they've been playing and, all those things.
Right, research.
Their stage presence, if they're a musician's musician.
Right, that's important.
Being in the production side of things, like putting on the festivals, I got to be backstage with a lot of people and get to know them on a personal level.
How they prep. Yeah.
All of those things,
the ins and outs,
right. And if they're really there for, the money or just to make people happy and send their message, obviously, when you're in that league, you get paid for shows or whatever, but there's also musicians that go there for, exposure or just because they love to play, and even on a bigger level, I've seen national and regional acts that are they don't care about the money.
No.
But then there are others that do. So I think that has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
With the money.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find your passion.
Right.
Like, being a musician is being passionate. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your passion is, I mean, if the money is your passion, that's fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not mine. But
right.
But if that's for somebody, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because they're probably going to make some great music because they're so passionate about making $1. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be trying to entertain people as much as they can, as fast as they can. They're going to try to get hot as fast as they can, because then once they're in people's heads, once they're on people's radios, once they're in, people's houses and their household name, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's half the battle. You know what
exactly.
So,
I agree with that. No, definitely, man. I love watching all different musicians and all facets of every genre. it's interesting to really look at them. I mean, when I go to shows, I tell people all the time, it's like me going to class.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because I'm learning something. I'm learning something from
everybody,
everyone on that stage.
Yeah, but I think
individually
to add
and
to your
as a
musician, to add to your musician question, I think that is the truth behind being a true musician. You cannot be a musician without saying you listen to other genres.
Right.
Like I would argue that point, that if you say that you are passionate about making music, creating music, crafting music, you can't tell me, oh, I don't like country, oh, I don't listen to jazz, or I'm not into, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say that, because then you're shooting yourself down. Because I guarantee you, as a rapper, you've rapped on something that's been sampled from some jazz, from some R&B, from somewhere out of this world that you probably don't know. Correct. And it's something you say, oh yeah, I don't really listen to that, but you rap over it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think you should, if you're a rapper, musician, even if you just play the guitar, even if you play the drums, whatever you do, you have to know that, hey, there's drummers in every aspect of music. Correct. So you should know the other drummers too.
My favorite drummers are gospel drummers, because they have to play everything.
Man, they have to play everything. Yep. They got to play all the tones, highs, lows,
best drummers
everything.
Ever.
They have to.
Best drummers ever.
Yeah, they have to. I would agree with that. Yeah. I would agree with that, because they go so deep into the depth of being a drummer.
Yeah.
Because they don't just play one style.
Right.
You
they have to play all styles.
All styles, all speeds, all tempos, shit, half of the night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They got to do 3 styles one night. You know what I mean? While one guy might have to play 1, 2, 3 hours, one style, this guy's going to be here for 4 or 5 hours playing 10 styles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. There's no argument there. I agree.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. I mean, there's definitely like... I agree with you, what you're saying too, as far as like, you know, you have to kind of want to listen to everything. Yeah. There's good music in every single genre.
Right. Don't get me twisted. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. I'm not saying you have to love it and be passionate about that. No.
There's good music, period.
Everywhere.
In every genre. And there's bad music everywhere. In every genre. Yeah, so, you know, it's just a matter of your personal preference of what you like to listen to as well. Correct. But, you know, me, when I did my festivals, like having to scout out my lineup and shit, you know, and do things like that, I put myself in a situation where I was working other festivals of different genres, just to kind of keep an open mind. Like, I'm not a big country music fan, you know what I mean? But there's good country music out there that I like.
Amazing.
And, you know, really amazing country artists. But, you know...
that'll rock the house.
You know, and I had to work this festival called Taste of Country out in Minnesota. It was an interesting experience. I believe it. You know, that crowd was pretty freaking wild, man. And the one thing I learned was country music sells the most.
Oh no, they do.
In the entire world, out of all the genres.
Yeah, they do. They sell the most records. They sell the most concert tickets.
It's wild. It's so wild. So
they changed the game.
Yeah,
they break more records that people don't even talk about.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, being that I'm not the biggest fan of country music, I don't listen to it on a regular, I put myself and submerge myself in an environment full of it, you know, just to expand my horizons as a musician. Oh, man. You know, so it was like, you know, I get that, you know, I definitely do. Like, you know, I grew up with you and on the hip-hop shit, you know, and then when I moved away, it was just like, I'm experiencing all this new music that I never even like really understood or knew about. So it was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, but I was lucky. My mom was like really into a lot of different styles of music. Like she Saturday mornings is like gospel, R&B, might be hip hop, might be some Dolly Parton in there. I don't know. Like she was just all over the place. So like I couldn't really be like one of those kids that's like, oh, I love rap music. I'm good. Like I love rap music. Oh, I love R&B music. No, I really couldn't do that because like every morning I heard something different. Yeah. So like it wasn't no box to be in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, like I thought that was everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I met people like you who were like into a lot of different music, I'm like, well, that's everybody. You know what I mean? But it's really not. It's just like it's what you grow up with a lot of times or what you're willing to accept. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm open to this. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Now stay tuned for your listening pleasure.
Yeah, so
That's what's up. And that kind of leads me into the next question too, as well. I mean, like, what drives you to keep making music?
I don't want to go to therapy. I don't need a therapist. I'm dead serious. Mental health is super important. That's my mental health.
Yeah.
Like if I don't write music, I might do something crazy.
Yeah.
like it's that.
You see the look at his face, right? He's
I'm
dead serious about that shit.
Like I really like I had this conversation right with my lady, right? She's hilarious. I love her to death. Like she keeps me on point so much. And she was like, rappers lie so much. Like she was like, oh, rappers lie so much. And I was like, okay. So when you listen to my music, you hear lies. She was like, well, I wasn't talking about you because you changed your style. You don't rap like that anymore. So it's like, so I used to lie. She was like, yeah. She was like, you were saying a whole bunch of shit that wasn't true. I was like, all right, cool. So we don't do that anymore. So now we've evolved. You know what I'm saying? So now we've evolved. So now the music's better. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now because we're telling the truth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I think that's the thing too. Like, you know, I want to be the rapper that when I hear this, when I write this, when my kids hear this, my homies hear this, they know that's truth.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to write anything that's not valid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's hard for me to respect people that do that.
Yeah, and it's funny when people said that I used to do that, I don't know what parts of it I was doing because some of that shit was true. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I just couldn't admit it at the time.
Like I couldn't tell people that was true. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I look back sometimes, I'm like, damn. Can't I snitch on myself now?
I still won't lie, motherfucker. I still won't lie.
Can I tell my story a little bit more now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. So, like I said, man, my lady, she keeps me on point because she's always like, oh, make sure you tell your story, but tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I always make sure it's honest. You know what I'm saying? So,
for
like,
sure.
However the story's told, it's honest. You know what I mean?
That's good.
Sometimes you're not the best looking person in that story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm okay with being ugly.
Yeah.
No doubt. For sure.
See, your brother ain't.
Oh no,
he's pretty boy.
Oh no, he thinks he's God's gift. He's God's gift.
But that's cool though.
Oh yeah, that's his style. I love him.
That's what he do.
Yeah, I don't knock him. I like that he's him.
Yeah, me too.
What I mean, I think that's
it's cool to see him from diapers evolve.
Yeah,
to now,
for sure. Hell yeah, I used to change him. So like,
I used to come over when you did,
right? Like that was intense time. That was intense time. You know what I'm saying? So now to see him like being into his own man, he's definitely grown, and I love to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. It's refreshing because you never know what's gonna happen with people in life. You know what I mean? You never know where the tables are gonna turn. So to see, like, you know, regardless of how many bumps he hits in the road, I love to see that he just stays relevant. He keeps trying to figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what it is, you know.
That's all you can ask for.
Nah, he's dope. I like it. I like his music too. He's got a very eclectic style.
Yeah,
I like that. I like how he's like different and he ranges in different aspects of music.
Yeah, because like, you know, me, I'm like straightforward rap. You know, like I'm like early 90s.
It sounds it in your music.
Yeah, like it's crazy because like I told my producer this. I was like, it's the beats you make that make me sound that way. But I'm never gonna leave a certain era because that's just the era that I feel like it's confidently. It's my comfort zone. You feel me? Like, I know I can rap, and that's cool and all, but, like, I don't want to be trying to rap too fast because that's not my style. I definitely don't want to be trying to rap too slow because I sound retarded. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be mumble rapping because that ain't going to make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to hear me, you're going to hear me clear as day. It's going to be lyrical. It's going to be to the point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the beat's going to be banging. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I love the way you tell stories.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
that's my favorite thing.
Definitely, like, you know, it's definitely got that 90s era feel, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's 100%. When you guys, you know, get a chance to check his music out.
Yes, please do.
There'll definitely be a link in the description below. Or you can check it right here under my finger. But yeah, like, you know, things are crazy, like the way things develop, you know, which is cool. So, I mean, you know, leading off of that, like, who or what is your, like, biggest inspiration? You know, being that the 90s era is your comfort zone, what's your inspiration? And, maybe like to play off of that, are you willing to even leave your comfort zone sometimes?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I leave it all the time. I think the thing with it is like when I get in the studio, it finds itself to be different. It's like I'm going backwards a lot of times. So like when I write stuff, I'm always like super creative when I'm writing. Yeah. And I'm super creative when I first hear the beat. I'm like, oh, I'm going to say all this crazy stuff. I'm going to do it all these crazy ways. I'm going to change up my flow and do all that. And then I get in the studio and it's like, nah. It's like, nah, that's not going to work. I try that. No, it's going to fuck up some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sound original. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think like, I don't know, just listening to like people who actually have substance. It's not really to say like, yeah, we all have our favorites. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to like over talk about other artists and not take away from them in any way. I don't want to take away from any artists that have inspired me by any means, but I feel like me personally, it's always about trying to find somebody that's really telling a story that's substance. You know what I mean? Like, are we educating our people? Are we talking to our people? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, we all have like I was saying, we all have something that doesn't make any sense, but it's a hit song somewhere. But I feel like the relevant songs are the ones I'm checking out for.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear him say something that I never heard before. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or I want to hear somebody talk about something I've never talked about before. Like inspiring me to change my style. Right. You feel me? Like I used to rap about whatever came out, and like I said, to this day I don't know what was the problem, what was true or not true. I don't get it, but regardless of the fact, today, like, I don't curse in my music. You know what I mean? Still say whatever I want, but I just don't curse. You know what I mean? So like anywhere I play it, I could get it played, you know what I mean? So I can play it on the radio, my kids could play it. I don't have to worry about them playing, like hearing it and repeating curse words back to me later, you know what I'm saying? Right. And that's important to me, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So changing my style in that regard, I think that was because I kept hearing so many other people who weren't doing that. You know what I mean? So many artists are just whatever, all over the place, rapping about nothing, not saying anything. I'm like, yo, I got to say something. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if I stop cursing, making some substance behind it, I'm going to make some hits. You know?
Yeah, that's a good thing. And what ways are you like down to like go outside of your comfort zone?
I mean, 1,000 times over. Like I think it just depends on. I'm big on energy, so like if the chemistry and the energy's there, let's rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to force anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to force anything, and I guarantee.
Don't panic. It's organic.
Yeah, you feel me? 100%. Trademark that. That was said. That was said here. This man.
No, we said it. We said it a lot of times. I've said that a lot of times.
Yeah. We own that, so don't steal it.
That was one of the little things from my festival. Yeah, organic smiles.
That's fire. Yeah, I love that. That's fire. But I think that's the thing. Like, we don't want to lose edge on anything that we're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I'm doing something with somebody, I don't want it to be forced because I feel like if you force it, you're never going to find the connection in it. Yeah. You feel me? But if we're like, yo, bro, I think that beat is crazy. You like it? Oh, yeah, come on, let's do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it just organically becomes something crazy because you're excited. I feel like when you're excited, your music comes out excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, the excitement is in the music. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then when you're, like, not excited or you're feeling like whatever, you can create that too. Yeah. There's people like that shit too. The emotional rappers, there's a gang of people who love listening to Drake. There's a reason why. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody likes to be emotional. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has an emotional point at some point in their life where they're emotional.
Well, music touches everybody differently.
Everybody different. And that's all around the world.
That entails with what I believe in spiritually. Like, we're all a wavelength. So
I like it. It's all energy. It's all energy, man.
We're all energy. So the music is one source of energy through wavelengths that reaches the depths of our soul in a way that makes us feel a certain kind of way.
Yeah. It brings something up.
And there's some for every emotion. There's a type of music for every single emotion.
Well, I'll tell you like
which is dope. I think that validates that whole thing.
No, it does. It does. Because, like, if you think like this, bro, and this is probably the deepest we're going to get as far as, like, the connection of music. We can go anywhere in the world. If I know a song, you know a song, and somebody who doesn't know either language, you speak multiple languages, my family speaks multiple languages. Right. We can go somewhere where we don't know their language, they don't know our language, none of us know English.
Correct.
Right? But if there's a song on and everybody knows that song, we're singing that song together. In unison. Like it's going down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what language that song is in, if we know the words, it's going down. Right. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so
definitely.
Like, there's no way around it. You feel me? So I think I agree with you. Like I agree. It's like cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like the food brings people together. It's like music brings people together. Like,
yeah. I mean, artistry in general, it's definitely a thing. So visual arts bring people together for topics to talk about or just interpretations and shit.
Well, anything we could put a value on, I think we could bring people together in it. Anything you put a value on. You feel me?
I mean, I would a little disagree with that statement. I mean, I agree in the sense of the world we live in today because of capitalism.
Yeah,
but
like not overall speaking.
But when it comes to art and music and creative beings, I think those are the people that bring people together in masses without it having to do with, value in a monetary way. Value, it brings value to life because, you gather together in unison and be merry, you know. Just like, if you take it all the way back to the fucking, a fucking hunter and gatherers, back then, they would gather around a nice fire, eat good food, and play drums or whatever, and dance around and have a good time.
Yeah, they would enlighten each other too.
And
fellowship and bond.
Right. So that's what music always brings people together.
Always.
You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a monetary situation. It's valuable in the essence of universal currency.
Correct. Correct.
In energy.
No.
Exchange.
For sure. No, for sure.
It's super valuable in that.
No, 100%.
And, it sucks that you have to put a monetary thing on that nowadays.
I mean,
not always.
Not always, but more so, more times than not.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, just like what we were saying, if that's your thing and that's why you do it, I get it. Because, like, depending on where you come from and what your life is like, I mean, making money off of your creation is probably all you're going to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's your focus. That's your in and your out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get it. You know what I mean? It's not, like I said, it's not mine. And that's fine, you know what I'm saying? Like, I live off like principle and talent. So off principle and talent alone. Like I know, like for sure, like I'm good at what I do for sure. That's not really like I don't worry about that. You know what I mean? But like when you look at competition of what we consider competition, is that really competition? It's really just a timing thing. So like it's just really on a time of when people want to hear what I have to say. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not really like, oh, I'm not better than them or they're better than me. It's just the timing has went where people rather be dumbfounded and not wowed anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, that 90s era, we were like striving for like who was the best rapper. Why we want to hear these guys? Because they're really dope with the lyrics. Because they're really cool with these creative rhyme schemes or whatever, right?
Right.
We don't really have that so much today. So like that dumbfounded sound is winning. You know what I mean?
It is.
Right. So because nobody wants to hear Ron BZZY spit his heart out, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna always.
I think people do though.
Oh, okay, well they do, but
I think people do.
But you see what I'm saying though. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's just a matter of crafting and honing in on your craft.
For sure.
That's I think what it's about, and putting the time in, and then putting yourself out there and being vulnerable.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you have to. You have to be. 100%.
Yeah, I think it's more about that. I said, once people feel your shit and hear it, and you put your shit out there, enough, which I think people will gravitate to it, especially people that like that style of hip hop, and my personal opinion, that style is a dying style, it's a dying breed of hip hop. That's when hip hop was legit.
No, for sure.
Not this hoopla shit, that's going on nowadays, but people like what they like. I like old school shit. Big L, Mobb Deep.
Yeah, for sure.
All those motherfuckers.
Legends.
Right. So when it comes to that, that era of music, I think, was really dope for lyricists and creative artistry, and to be able to produce a beat and rap on it, or have a producer come make a beat for you and you just go fucking bonkers on that shit. You know what I mean?
100%.
And talk about some legit shit, not just like
the
dumb bullshit.
Right.
Who got the best cars? Who's got the most hoes? And
right.
Fuck all that. that's not what life is all about.
It's not, and that's exactly why I was saying the style had to find some variety. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely had to switch it up and figure out what's the best sound. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it's easy to write a lot. And that's what I've realized when I listen to a lot of other rappers. I see why it's so easy for them to say what they say, because it's easy to rap about a life you never lived.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's so easy.
You see it on TV, and you got a lot to talk about. There's your content.
There you go, man. You can literally watch an episode of Narcos and write an album. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can, oh, man, I think I'm Pablo. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that could be your first single. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it might sell. And it might hit. It might hit. You know what I mean? You really might get somewhere. You know what I mean?
It might hit.
I don't know, man. That's the sad thing about music. Like, you can get off on that. You feel me? Like, that can be you can win off that. You know what I mean? A lot, like 100% lie. Like, when you perform this song in front of people, when you take this on the road, when you go back to wherever you're from and say these lyrics, you're lying, and it's okay. And you know that you're getting paid off of these lies.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay. You know what I mean? That's the era that we've really lived in. You know what I mean? That lying is okay.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks.
It sucks. Tell the truth, kids. Tell the truth, man. No more lies, man.
Unless, if you're not trying to tell the truth to incriminate yourself.
Well, I mean, if that situation, hopefully your parents have taught you.
Maybe you could write about it. You could ghost write some lyrics for someone else to spit for you.
Yeah, maybe
take
that's
credit
cool.
for it later when they fucking make it.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. You know. Hey, I give y'all my email at the end. Y'all can send me some raps. I rap them out.
See, there you go.
I'll rap your life out for you, man.
Hey, no problem. Shit, I would too.
Right? Yeah, right.
I used to spit bars back in the day.
You still spit bars. Don't let these people. Don't lie to these people. I'll tell the truth. I know him personally. I'll tell the truth on you.
Man, don't be letting people know I rap, bro.
Yeah, I'll tell the truth on you.
Nah, I got shit to say sometimes.
Yeah, but you one of those people that
I like to write stuff when I rap though.
Yeah.
When I write stuff, this shit come out legit.
But you always one of those people when I be rapping, I'd be like, yeah, this is whack. You'd be like, nah, bro, this is actually pretty good, man. Like, yeah, like this is pretty solid, man. You just gotta work on it, man. I mean, he's fucking lying to me, man. He's my friend. Like, he's supposed to do that.
I just had your back, man. I was just trying to keep you going, man.
Sure. Nah, and I'm glad, man. I'm glad, man. The people definitely, I've had some solid people come into my life and be around in my life for sure. Especially in like my early years, like teenage years. Yeah, most of them are still around. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my lady, I've known her since I was like 19. You know what I'm saying? And we're still rocking. Like, we're still cool. Like, that's my best friend. That's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we kick it like me and you kick it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she's good people. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that
she's solid, man.
You know what I'm saying? That lets me know right there. You know what I mean? Like, I kept some good people and obviously that's why I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Because you keep solid people around you. You know what I mean? Solid things happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's one of the biggest lessons I learned growing up.
For sure.
That's why, like, I like the experiences that we grew up on.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, for sure.
Because it just shapes me to be who I am today, and I learned a lot of valuable lessons. Out here growing up, you had to keep that grass cut because there was a whole lot of snakes in the grass.
Man. Oh man.
So you can't just trust everybody. And then then I moved to an area where there was more solid people than shady people, which fucking threw me for a loop. Yeah,
Yeah, that would definitely throw you for a loop.
So, sure. I mean, but that was cool. I got to experience the best of both worlds, and in return, it shaped me to be,
that's how you get molded.
Who I am.
Yeah. That molds you.
It's cool. Like, growing up, we had to keep a hard shell around us because of our environment.
Yeah. 100%.
Once I got to break free of that and be who I actually was, from the inside out versus the outside in, it was a different experience, and it changed my dynamics of my life.
Yeah.
As I'm sure you can agree with that, because we used to be into the same shenanigans.
Yeah. I think that what happens is, I mean, one, having children for sure, you definitely don't want to keep that momentum going, knowing that it's not gonna benefit the future of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or whatever you're building for your future, the children have to have something to look forward to, and if you ain't building anything there, then you already know that's a negative. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one thing that makes you want to change. And then two, I think when you look at like, I mean, you can't do this shit forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, we get older. You know what I'm saying? We get older, and you just can't do this shit forever. You look back and like, you know, you look at the things you do in your 20s and your early teens, and you're like, yeah, that was cool because we had no other options. But then you get older, and you, like you said, you go experience some things, you go live some different places, and you see some different people, and you're like, there are other options. You know what I'm saying? I could chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I don't have, you know what I mean? I don't have to punch people in their faces. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's
For
cool.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, man. So these kind of this you know convo kind of leads into my last two questions. I'll just combine them and shit.
Cool.
You know, why did you choose the genre that you're in, and you know, how did growing up where you grew up influence your choice in your content?
So I think the choice of the genre is because like I'm a rapper. That's pure and that's it. You know what I mean? I love to rap, but I can rap on anything. That's my skill. Like I can rap on any beat, any style. It can be a country beat, it could be a rock and roll beat, it could be a old like bluegrass beat. Like I can just rap, you know what I mean? I find a rhythm somewhere,
Right,
and figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Give me some of that Louisiana slap your mama in the face for.
Whoa, can't slow me down the way I flow, just out of control. Everything I say is gonna snatch you right out of your soul. I don't care what happened next, I'm the next to known. And everything after me unknown. Everything's unknown until it's known. It's different, just the way I flow is just clone. You can copycat it, but it'll never be cloned. Whoa. Anytime I jump on it, I kill it. I don't care what happened next, I know nothing. Minute. Catch the vibe, catch the moment. If you know you gon' hone it. I keep mine cloning. You can't take me out of my moment. Nobody better than I. Stupider better to rise. Nigga, I'm stupid, I'm fly. Even if I'm not in the sky. Nobody better, no matter how it gets outside, it's cold, I don't never need a sweater. I just start rapping my heart out and I change the weather. Give the drummer something guitars. They don't wait on me, nigga, I need guitar. Going too close, I can't be too far. I keep them awake, they keep them ajar. Everything happened until it's dust. I came outside, I said a dust, and everything just happened until it flushed. From Queens, my nigga, way to get flushed. Do your best and never be better. Who gon' stop me? I cop a Gucci sweater. Say it, I gotta say it. Please don't spray it, just gotta say it. Outside in the coldest weather, when you see me, I'm Himalayan. I'm a mountain player. I'm in mine. Throw me the ball, I'm in the end zone. I came to score and I'm endo. No windows when the endo. Just smoking the gas out the window. Now I let them know it's not the window. Let's go, get a drummer song.
my boy in the back shooting. Be killing that shit. You'll see him in a little bit. But yeah, like, why'd you choose to go with the genre you're in, and how did growing up where you grew up influence your choice and like your content?
Great question. I think with questions, I think the thing with me, like I was telling you earlier, I'm just a pure rapper. You know what I mean? So like, I'm real big on rhythms and stuff. So any beat, any sound, I find that rhythm and I rap on it. So we can go bluegrass, rock and roll, punk rock, hip hop, R&B. I find the rhythm and rap to it because right. I like to write first. So like, being that I love to write, I think that's why I'm able to I can find the rhythm anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen to any sound or you just fell in love with the sounds of what you're listening to, you'll find that and just start writing it out. You know what I mean? And being that, living, not saying like the worst of worst, tough living per se, but like just knowing what was going on outside, you know what I'm saying? It definitely is going to mold you in so many ways. So like, it's going to put you in the elements of like, yo, this is what I want to write about. This is what I want to say. This is my story. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
So what I saw is what I write. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What I dealt with is what I write. You know what I mean? My ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the ugly. That's what I write. You know what I mean? Damn
right.
And like I said, sometimes you're the ugly person in the story, and that's okay. You know
for sure.
So all of that helped all of that. You feel me? So where I lived at, you know what I mean? Shout out to my moms. You know what I'm saying? She did the best she could for sure. You know what I'm saying? But that's what helps you become who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to moms.
Yeah, for sure. All of them. You know what I'm saying? All the mothers for real. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Doing their thing though. You know what I mean? I ain't shouting out. If you ain't doing your thing, you're not getting a shout out. You know what I'm saying? You have to be doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't saying no names, but if you looking at me and you seeing this, you know who I'm talking about. You ain't one of those people.
I'm hit the J on that. Because I know it too. I'm hit the J on that. So we're going to go with that. So as we move forward, you know what I'm saying? As we move forward, you know what I mean? Like, if you're doing your thing, for sure. You know what I mean? Dads too, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if you're out here and you making sure.
Don't be a fucking deadbeat.
No, don't do that. You know what I mean? If you're out here taking care of your business, you know what I mean? You showing up.
You make the bed you lay in, motherfucker, and take care of that shit.
For sure. You showing up. Man, you better fucking show out too. You know what I'm saying? If you're showing up, show out. Because the kids don't ask to be here, so you make sure they fucking have what they need and you provide. You know what I mean? That's first and foremost. You know what I mean? So,
no doubt about it.
You feel me? I didn't have like the greatest example of a father, but I didn't have like talking to my father. I understand a lot more of why he wasn't like where he needed to be.
Right.
It doesn't take away from him being a father. You know what I mean? So I still give him the respect of being a father, even if he wasn't the greatest father. You know what I'm saying? So like,
for sure.
Like talking to him and understanding his story, I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, I could be mad and I could hate him, but why?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What would that do for my kid? You know what I mean? Like, if my kid wants to talk to grandpa, well, dad doesn't talk to him. I don't need to talk to him. I might be the person that turmoils that relationship. You know what I mean? Makes that relationship turmoil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And plus, his part of not being in my life, I don't rap about it per se. I don't really put it out there or anything because it's not really like it doesn't mold or not mold me or anything. But like, him not being around, I think, is the reason why I do music the way I do, because it's not like masculinely driven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have my dad behind me like, man, you better rap this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no, I get that.
You feel me? My mom listens to everything under the sun, and like, that's just her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
you feel
doubt.
me? And I'm okay with that. You know what
I mean?
So.
I can definitely understand that and relate, for sure. I wasn't around my pops either, and I looked up to him for a lot of things.
Yeah, same.
My dad, shout out to you, pops.
Yeah, shout out to pops.
I give you one good credit. He's very intelligent. He's a low key a genius.
That's what's up.
And I thank him for passing some of those genes on to me and my brother. Dope. My mom is the drive. She's the hustler. She's the one that just don't stop,
I
and she, and I know where I get that from.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, for sure. Like my dad is fly. Like he's super fly.
Yeah.
Like he gets so fresh.
Don't get
like,
me wrong, my mom's super intelligent too.
Oh no. She's a very intelligent woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Having a conversation with her, if you say the wrong thing, you will know you're saying the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, she'll let you know. She don't give a
She
shit.
will let you know in a heartbeat.
She's like me. She ain't got no filter. She gonna tell you like it is.
No. That's not how you say that. That's not how you say that.
She gonna speak her mind. Like it's not gonna. She's not gonna stop and think about. Oh, is this okay for me to say?
No.
She's just gonna say that.
It's
shit.
gonna come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
for
mom
sure.
like that too.
No, yeah. She doesn't have a filter. You know.
Nah.
She's
I fucking
very
love your
straightforward.
moms.
Yeah,
She
she's
dope.
very straightforward. Very straightforward. And that's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool. And that's what you need. You know what I mean? You need people like that in your life to let you know that you're wrong. You know what I mean? Check your ass. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah. Check your ass.
And how to treat your peers.
Yeah, your peers. Yeah.
You know,
can't go out
like
there
yo,
and be a
keep it
fuck
real
up.
with them. Don't lie to them.
Yeah,
You know, tell them actually how you feel.
Yeah, for sure.
Because then you're actually being their real friend.
Yeah.
They might not like what you fucking got to say.
But
They
they'll
might-
love you in the long
But
run.
they'll love you later for it.
No, they will. They
you
will.
know, and that's real.
No, it is. I try to teach the kids that, man.
Ain't too many people out there, you know,
It's hard,
that do
though.
that.
No, it's hard.
Everybody wants sugarcoat shit.
No, they
That's
do.
why everybody's so fucking soft.
Yeah. No, it is, man. Everybody getting trophies, man. Everybody getting trophies. You can't give trophies to third and fourth place winners, man. You gotta,
Nah, bro.
Look, you just lost, bro. Yeah. Third place is cool, but you lost. You ain't getting shit.
Right.
You know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
facts, right.
Honorable mention. Honorable mention. You were there.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
You could say you was there,
Yeah, that's it. For sure. 100%.
but you ain't take the cake, motherfucker.
No, that's it, man. That's
Try
what
harder next time.
No, but that's what happened, man. That's what started to make kids like that. You know what I mean? People having those, not giving them their credit. Like for the kids who really just did their thing and won,
Right.
let them just have that shine.
Right.
Everybody can't have that shine.
Right.
And I love kids to win too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians.
Come on, you feel me? We need that. Like, that has to stop somewhere.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We have to stop that somewhere because, like, you can't keep giving everybody involved a championship ring, and if they didn't do anything to get a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be the third or fourth place person getting a ring. Now, if I'm on a team and I'm the third or fourth string, I was on the team. Yeah, I deserve a ring. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get a ring because I was third or fourth place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think that's fair. You know what I mean? Like, the
Right.
first place winner should get what they deserve. You know what I
Right.
mean? And everybody else should fall in the suit and get whatever those go to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because now you start giving everybody a trophy and nobody knows who really is the winner.
Yeah, everybody got a role. Everybody got to play their part.
That's not cool. You know they only give out one green jacket in golf, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you win the Masters, they only give out one green jacket. So that's how I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like it.
It's like that. That's what it should be. I mean, that's what I think. And, you know, that's especially the way we grew up, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You get in where you fit in out the way. And if you don't fit in, you don't get in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man. Definitely appreciate having you here,
Oh,
man.
pleasure's all mine. Thank
appreciate
you, man. Anytime.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Having
My brother,
family
love you, bro.
vibes. I love you too, bro. All day.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. Again, it's my boy Ron BZZY. Tell them where they can find you on the
I'm
socials.
on every network, like every social media platform under the C.O.A.T Brothers. I'm Ron BZZY, RON BZZY. You can catch me on every YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. I'm on all that, man. Just look me up. One of the best lyricists you ever hear, man. I promise you that. You won't be disappointed. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
just
saying?
check the link right here.
Check me out, baby.
No doubt. We'll be seeing you guys soon. Until next time. Peace, pot, and a microdot. Keep your head up and smile a lot.
Clever with the. You say you're not a rapper.